Hello, welcome to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot. I'm Alex, and I'm here to bring you Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, general energy reading for June 2022. Please don't hesitate to drop a like on my channel. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, and it's a great energy exchange for tarot. Let's see. I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread and clarify as necessary. I only do these time-specific readings once a month. Other than that, I do weekly energy updates for, well, not every sign, but Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, Gemini. So anyway, welcome cross-watchers, all that good stuff. How's everybody doing? Are we surviving with this retrograde? If you're seeing this at the beginning of the month, I'm not one of those people that always assume a retrograde is negative. I don't, some of them are actually pretty good. It just depends on your chart, right? But this one is hitting me heavy. Heavy. So anyway, we're almost out of the woods, and then we have post shadow, and then we're done. Good Lord, it's just been a lot. So Spirit, what are the messages for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, June 2022. What is the message? One more. I'm sorry, guys, but I gotta shuffle until I'm hearing it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, stay together. Okay. Moon again. I got that for Pisces, I believe. Okay, for the Scorpios, this reading is for something has really been taking you through it. There is no other way to put it. You have been, in the recent past, there's been a lot of stress. There's been like one tower moment after another tower moment, after another disappointment, after another problem, after another issue, it's just been over and like something's been stressing you the heck out. And it might not, the energy I'm getting is almost that it's not been one thing. It's been a period of time. So if you're into astrology heavily, let's say a dark night of the soul energy that's been going on, a lot of planetary action that's been going on, a lot of challenges. What do you call it? Not a Saturn return. Is it Saturn return? Saturn return. Something heavy, okay? And in your present energy, the thing that's come out of that is 8 of Cups. You're done. You're over it. Almost to the point of like a light switch is like, damn, I don't have to keep going through this. The alternative may not be easy, but it's got to be better than this, because crossing energy, 6 of Pentacles, that's what's on your mind. Something that actually reciprocates. It's like you're tired of putting in work and not getting anything back. The good part of this is that it's not like you're running away from a problem. The reality is that you're doing this from a place of finally being centered and grounded. I know this is King of Cups, but you are in control of your emotions. You are able to observe them, feel them, assess them, but they're not controlling you to the point where you're kind of cutting off your nose to spite your face type of energy. You are actually understanding of the emotional turmoil that you kind of been going through. So understand that the decisions right now that you're making you're being pulled and led based off of a spiritually mature energy. That is almost the reason that you probably had to go through all of this stuff in the recent past, Scorpio, to be honest, to get to that space of being tired of fighting where you're supposed to be going anyway, is what I'm hearing. And overall, you have been, it's like this. You're aware. You've been looking at some different things in your life. This is the Moon card clarifying your space of awareness. Is that there have been some things that need to change. Some things that need to be addressed. Some ugly truths in your life that finally deserve to have a light shown on them. And you've been doing that. It's showing you taking all of this and going to the state of really like in the near future. How do I put this? Taking a look at everything from a bird's eye view. So what do we mean by this? Now that you have mastered your emotions, you've been through these lessons, you're tired of fighting it, you understand, you know what you need to do. Kind of in this moment of exposure in your life, and you know what you need to do to get Six of Pentacles energy. Instead of approaching things with a negative emotional state, it's like you go into this energy with all of this knowledge and wisdom behind you of being able to observe things differently and assess things quicker. Like, I know, no, that's not going to be it. It's weird because it's almost like being more intuitive, but it's a Page of Swords. It's not a High Priestess. It's not a Page of Wands. But that's the energy I'm getting. But because you have been through so much, it comes to you as simple as reading words from a page. So you're able to read situations a lot easier and a lot quicker. So continue to trust this intuition and this wisdom that you've built up, because now it's as simple as reading pages from a book when you meet people. And for the Scorpios, I feel pressed to emphasize this. This is not for Scorpios who are bitter, who are angry. You're just tired. You give up. White flag, right? You're surrendering to your circumstances in the sense of understanding, hey, I am where I am. How did I get here? What did you do versus what did I do? And let's move forward, because I'm ready for something different. I'm ready for equal give and take. So now if you're in that space, Spirit is saying to you, you're coming into a space where now, because you've opened up and you've given up and you stop fighting Spirit and yourself, that you can easily find your Six of Pentacles, because it's as easy as reading it in a book. That's how much your intuition is on point now. And yeah, and your vision of yourself or how you feel is the world. You're done with this cycle, and it's only going to move you up to the next. It's like a whole new world is opening up, but it's an elevated, improved version of the world based off of this new frame of mind that you're in. The energy you're giving off to the world is abundance, affluence, love, intuition, like ready to birth something new. So it's almost, I get the feeling that people are looking at you like something's going on. I'm interested, I'm intrigued, because it looks like they're about to do something big. Even if you don't feel that way, that's the energy you give off, which is a very attractive energy. Not only like attractive, like, ooh, you're attractive and I want to be with you, or bed you attractive. It's attracting people into you. They're gravitating to you because you're giving off this Empress energy. And you know what? Excuse me, the advice from Spirit, Ace of Swords. Continue to live in your truth. Continue to hold on to this wisdom that you've gained from these past situations. Again, it's very strange because from this Swords energy, I'm getting that this is really your intuition, but because you've been through so much crap, okay, your intuition feels like logic. There is no, like, you're very in tune. So your advice is to trust that spiritual logic that you've attained to continue to move forward and into this more balanced energy for yourself. Outcome, Ten of Swords, ending a pain cycle. Period, point blank. Ten of Swords is the sword you want to see. Because remember now, you came from the Nine of Swords, which means you were in a state of distress. You want to see the Ten of Swords come after, because that's indicating a closing of that cycle of pain. And where do you go from the Ten of Swords? Well, here's another message that I'm getting. Because you have the Ace of Swords in your advice position. That will be the beginning of the next cycle, right? With clarity and truth and wisdom. Definitely don't want to go back to the 9. Okay? So Spirit is saying trust that clarity and truth and wisdom. And trust that intuition that's so strong, as sharp as a knife. it feels like the reality around you. You could feel somebody's energy and feel the energy coming off of different situations and things, almost to the point of being able to see it in front of you. That ends that pain cycle. Let's get to clarifying, because this is good. This is very strong energy, like clear. Nine of Swords, though, I do want to know what had you in this energy. Can we get more specific about the Nine of Swords in the recent past for Scorpio? One more. Ooh, conflict. Five of Swords, Page of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Does somebody have you in a balancing act? You were in a situation that really had... Okay. I feel that you were in a situation where you're being gaslit a lot. Somebody was playing with your emotions and putting you... This is Two of Pentacles, but I'm getting third-party energy, and it's not necessarily mean that it's a romance reading, although it could be. What I'm getting out of that, though, is that someone very immature put you in the situation of, am I going to pick you or somebody else? Now, this could be a boss, too. This could be a friendship situation where it's like, oh, I want tickets to a cruise. I'm making it, oversimplifying it to make it more clear, but I want tickets to a cruise and I don't know, I can only take one other person. Am I going to take you or the other friend? So they were put you in this situation of feeling like you had to fight for the attention, for the recognition, for the opportunity. And it really stressed you out. And I don't know if it's so much about the fact that you didn't feel worthy or that you were being put in that situation. I think it was more the realization of, wow, this person really doesn't care about me. This job really doesn't care about me. These people, whatever it is, they were very immature and reckless with you. And the realization that you had somebody or something up on a pedestal it didn't belong on is what really has you in that Nine of Swords energy. Let's clarify the current energy of Eight of Cups. What are the Scorpios walking away from? I would assume this situation, but let's get further clarification. See if we can see if this is a relationship type thing, or is this more about money, friendship, finances? What is this about, Spirit? The Eight of Cups in the present energy for Scorpio. Yeah, whoever it was playing like some mind, and it was like a power trip. They're a page. Knight of Swords. Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior card, Ten of Pentacles. Okay, this feels like a... This still could go either way, but there's more Pentacles out here than anything else. And no Cups. Oh, well, your underlying energy, but with relation to whatever you're walking away with, I'm not seeing many Cups. So that means one of two things. It's not a relationship situation, or if it was, it didn't have a lot of love underlying it anyway. It was all about opportunity and passion. There was no real love there, and that maybe that's part of what the disappointment and the stress is in this situation, is realizing that this wasn't founded in love in the first place. Either way, whatever it is, it's like Knight of Swords. You observed the situation for what it was. Nine of Wands, but it's like you've been battered and beaten down in this situation, but you haven't been completely, like, you're still in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior who's still up for battle, but you just got a little bit of bumps and bruises along the way. And Ten of Pentacles is letting me know that this is based off of an established situation or connection. So it's either, if it's a relationship, it's someone you shared a home with. Maybe we're talking about sharing a home with. Possibly married to. It was a commitment. If it's a job situation, this wasn't your part-time or sometime job or your side project. We're talking about your actual whole career. The primary place where you make your income. But either way, you're walking away from it. Let's clarify this moon. which is in your present awareness for the month of June. It's like uncovering the dirty aspects of your situation. Can we get more clarity on what was discovered or uncovered in this situation? Can we clarify this moon energy? Eight of Pentacles. Justice. I'm really getting the world. I'm really getting work energy here more than anything. But it's like the work that you were putting in was not being met with fairness, equality. It wasn't being reciprocated. Now, justice is more about the universe making that correction. And I think the universe has, because it's uncovered your eyes to the situation. But it didn't matter how much work you put into the situation. It was never going to come out fair. So your justice is to walk away. It's going to hurt and require you to take action first. But that's where your justice lies. And that's where, again, you have the world again. You have the world and the energy surrounding you, or the energy that you feel and you exude, that you're in right now as the world card. How you feel, ending a cycle. Yeah, confirmed here. Ending a cycle to get justice out of a situation that you put so much into that you weren't getting a lot out of. A lot of clarity. So, Empress. Let's clarify this Empress energy, because this is how you're being perceived to others. And I want to know, is this in general only, or have you caught someone's eyes, Scorpio? Because I'm feeling that heavily, which is kind of a shift and move from this. This could be work related. It could be relationship related. It almost feels like, to me, in a way that you're not even thinking about, is how somebody, like, so if this is a work situation, in the meantime, you walking away has like elevated you so much and exudes so much energy, positive energy and good vibes, that you've attracted a love interest. It feels so it's related to this, how you got to Empress energy, but what you're attracting has nothing to do with it. So let's see. Can we further clarify the energy given off by Scorpio? How Scorpio is perceived to the outside world. The Empress energy. Empress energy. I think you'll be very surprised about who it is or what it is viewing you. Not what, but you get what I'm saying. Page of Pentacles, which is interesting. Because Page represents the child. There's some opportunity, though. Ten of Wands. The Chariot. I like to view it in order. So let me... This Page of Pentacles represents what this Empress has birthed. Is the realization that there was a situation she was entertaining that was very much peasant behavior. Very much beneath her. So this is why I said, as the King of Cups are underlined, you are not internalizing this quote-unquote failure or this situation that's not working out for you. This is why you're in King of Cups energy, and why you're so in tune right now and able to read other situations with clarity, because you're not internalizing it. And if you are, continue to listen and understand what the beauty in not internalizing it is. You identified it, like, ew, this is the toxic energy. This is what's going on. This is the burden it creates. You carried that burden. You took them wands, put them down. I was like, here, I'm done with it. And in essence, it lightened your load. It freed you up to be propelled forward energetically into a bright, promising, happy new future. You didn't take this pentacle and say, I am the pentacle. It is me. It's a reflection of me. It's almost like you plucked it out and put it down. And it sends you on your merry way. Kudos to you, Scorpio. Because that's not easy to do. But sometimes you've been kicked down and beat down so much, like you finally realize it can't, you might go through the motions of, is it me? Is it something I'm doing? Why can't I do anything right? But eventually you either go one or two ways. You let you self-destruct, or you're like, ain't no way. It's not me. This is just a part of life. And Scorpios are really good at that. Understanding the darker underbelly of life. Matter of fact, the moon energy, that's, well, it's Cancer. Sometimes it could also be considered Scorpio. But point being, Scorpios are really good at understanding the darker energy of life. And so I think you just got to a point where it's like, I can't do nothing but laugh at this. It's not funny. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, it is what it is. But it is not me. It doesn't define me. Ace of Swords as your advice. We're clarifying this Ace of Swords, which again, I feel is your intuition being so strong that God is like, listen, your intuition is on point. So much so that it's fact. Continue to tap into that energy and trust it to end this pain cycle, and you'll never have to worry about it again. You can walk away from it. Ten of Swords. Okay. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, staying out of your head. The Moon, again. You're able to observe situations that would very well could put you in your head, but you have to remember that you have a direct line and a direct connection to utilize and tap into it. So don't let these situations, these ugly situations that come up, don't let them have you so trapped in your head that you can't move, because you already know what the situations are. It's like the Queen of Swords is overseeing this situation of Eight of Swords. And it's like, girl, you are not stuck. If you don't unstick yourself and go on about your merry way, and this is how you have to almost speak to yourself on an inside level, to kind of see situations for what they are and act accordingly. It's not that the moon energy is not going to be there. It's not like things are not going to come into your life that are going to embody this energy. They're going to appear to be one thing, and then when the light comes out, you realize all the little critters start scurrying and you see the truth of the matter. But it's not to be stuck in that energy. There is a potential there for that to happen. As long as you continue to trust what you've learned and trust your instinct as though it's fact, because that's how strong your intuition is, then there's no reason for you to get stuck. You can immediately cut this moon energy out as soon as it exposes itself. Ten of Swords is the outcome. Let's clarify. Sorry, it cut off. Let's clarify the Ten of Swords as the outcome. Hold on one second. Sorry, there we go. My sons know not to disturb me while I'm doing readings unless it's an emergency, so they text me sometimes. So to keep our agreement going and to keep this workflow going during the summer, I need to honor the fact that they're respecting my requirements and respond to the message. Okay, Spirit, the Ten of Swords is the outcome for Scorpio. We confirm that this is the end of this pain cycle. I'm hearing that love cycle song by Tusi. Is it by Tusi? Six of Swords. Ten of Swords again. Death card. What? Did Spirit make it abundantly clear? Moving into calmer waters by allowing this pain cycle to end. And then you have the Death card. It's over. It's done. As long as you decide it's done. You've decided it's done. Stick with that, Scorpio. This is as clear as day. whatever it is you're coming out of, you don't ever have to go through again, because your gift, your restitution for this situation was your intuition, your insight, and your wisdom. So now you can basically go pick and choose what it is you want to do and what you want to address and engage in and don't want to engage in. The world is your oyster. You've been equipped with the armor to now embrace the world in such a way to never ever have to deal with this type of situation again. Doesn't mean it won't encounter you again or come into you. No, people are going to try you. You're going to have creepy crawler type folks in situations come into your life all the time, but you've been gifted with the insight to never have to waste the time fleshing it out, only to discover in the end that it ain't crap, right? So it's over. Embrace that. Be thankful for it. Show appreciation for it. All that you went through wasn't in vain. It leveled you up to a point where it's almost like whatever this is, you got the pain, you got the hard part out of the way. As long as you honor the gift of insight that you've been given, you don't have to go through it again. So I hope this helps. Don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, my dear Scorpios, bye-bye.